Hello, I'm Tyler Worth, founder of FamliCare. Caring for a loved one is very difficult, and we're on a mission to help dementia caregivers beat the snot out of logistical and emotional stress. Meet Mary. Mary recently moved her father next door to care for him. And as his dementia's progressed, Mary's barely hanging on as she rides the emotional roller coaster of caregiving. And you see Mary's part of 11 million dementia caregivers in the US looking for help as she's worn down to a point that it's impacting her own health. And trust me, she is looking for help. She's looking for ways to delete the distance, to better connect with family. She's looking for a better sense of direction, because a lot of times she doesn't even know where to start when something new comes up. She's sitting with her feet hanging over the edge of a caregiving cliff, and she needs help right now. And FamliCare can provide that help. Imagine jumping in your car, hitting the road, and a message pops up and says, "You're likely to get a flat tire in about 10 miles. What would you do?" Now imagine getting another message that says there's a station just down the road that for $15 can fix those wheels and get you back on the road. Well, that's exactly what FamliCare does. Through our adaptive care map and predictive AI, we help caregivers see the path ahead to deal with issues before they become problems. We want caregivers to find and stay on the right path to providing great care and not get knocked off because of the unexpected. With 10,000 people turning 65 every day, the US spend on caregiving is enormous. The impact of FamliCare is at an arm's length of everyone in this auditorium. With a free version working to convert users to premium, our obtainable market is 1.6 billion, and we are on a wonderful path as we develop our MVP and close in on launch. We have a good handle on the sales side for FamliCare, and my ask of you today is twofold. We need introductions to those with healthcare expertise, and second, we need funding to build this wonderful technology. Now, I don't condone violence, but thank you for your time today as we help Mary fight stress. Thank you.
So thanks, Tyler. That was a good presentation. I'm wondering about, it's a big problem, as you've said,
Huge.
And there's lots of different solutions that are out there now and in the works. How do you position yourself? How do you see yourself relative to competition?
Sure. A lot of competition out there either leans towards emotional support or logistical support. FamliCare aims to do both. I'll give you an example. In the adaptive care map, which is a mind map tool that your family and collaborators can all work together on, when you say enter a term like memory care, the AI will read that and provide a logistical support piece. You might receive an article on the top 15 places within 20 miles for memory care. And then you'll receive an emotional component as well. Moving to memory care is a very, very difficult thing for most families. Here are some insightful ways that you can talk about this with your loved ones. And in addition, we're working on putting together milestones of problems that happen down the road. These might be things that happen within 30 days of moving to a facility. These might be things that happen 60 to 90 days after, so that caregiver's not surprised. Great question.
Great presentation, Tyler. Does this have an option of connecting with other caregivers?
We are working on looking at that. I initially did not choose to work with a HIPAA-compliant version. I think in our first test phase, we're going to really see what the users want. If they need that, I think it will be a very attractive addition. And I think that it could potentially be a great exit plan to partner with a company that wants to add it to their patient portal.
Are you familiar with the work of Dr. Joe Gogler here at the University of Minnesota?
I am not.
I'll tell you more about him later.
Wonderful.
But, on June 1st, he's hosting a free caring for people with dementia workshop that's pretty well known within the regional caregiving world, with lots of people that you could talk to and connect with.
Wonderful, thank you. And I didn't plan the Mary in the, I really didn't.
A question around your app development, Tyler. What do you plan to use for information to train the AI software for its predictive capabilities?
Sure. Well, and that's part of my ask is I need help on the technical, the med tech side of things. But my understanding is that we can put together a database and feed as much information into that as we can. That is where it will pull a bulk of the information. So it will take some time to build that. I think it will be a version 2.0 release for some of the AI functionality. Great question. Thank you.
Yeah, I had similar to that. When you build the app, will it be particularly an app, or would you have a website as well? And
Sure.
Especially if you're linking to other solutions.
There are some platforms out there that have both right now. With 66% of caregivers falling into the Gen X and baby boomers, right now the baby boomers are a little bit more, but that line is coming to parity, and it's going to flip-flop the other way very shortly. Where we'll see less baby boomer caregivers and more younger. And so with that, we see that the mobile app is going to be a more powerful tool and have probably a wider reach.